God's got great things in store for you. When my dad went to be with the Lord, and I say this very respectfully, what I thought would be my darkest hour, and yes, I miss my dad, but it turned into my brightest hour. It's what God used to push me into what I'm doing today. And sometimes you go through a disappointment, a loss, a loss of a loved one can't be much worse than that, but even a loss of a job or loss of a relationship, and you think, man, I'll never have it as good as it used to be. I've seen my best days, but if you'll just keep moving forward, you'll come into another chapter. Just because a loved one dies or a dream died or a relationship ended doesn't mean that that's the end of your life. Nothing that happened to you is a surprise to God. God has already written every day of your book from the beginning to the end.
Never be jealous of what God does for somebody else. What God has for you is for you, and He's never going to deliver your mail to somebody else's house. As a matter of fact, you ought to give God a shout and a praise, because if God blesses your neighbor, it means He's in the neighborhood. And you might say, I might be next.
If you don't want to make waves, be mediocre. Be normal and fit in. Dress like them, walk like them, act like them, eat like them, go where they go, think like they think, do what they do. It takes courage to be successful. It takes courage to win. People don't talk about people that don't win. If you win, they're going to talk about you. Do you have the courage?
I'm going to heaven because of what Christ did on that cross. For by grace are ye saved, through faith, that not of yourself, not of works, lest any man should boast. We're not going to heaven because we're good. We're not going to heaven because we work. We're not going to heaven because we pay. We're going to heaven because of what He did on the cross, and all I have to do is receive it. And it's so simple to receive Christ that millions stumble over its very simplicity. You see, God made it so simple that children can believe. He made it so simple and so easy that a blind man, a deaf man, a dumb man can believe. A man of any race can believe. A man of any nationality, of any language can believe. And that's all God says you have to do to get to heaven. Just believe. Now that word believe is a little more than maybe you think it is. It means commitment. It means surrender. It means that I give everything I have to Jesus Christ and trust Him alone for my forgiveness